So I'm gonna give y'all a little update that I know y'all don't want, but it is what it is. Cause let's talk about it. So, um, I don't know if I told y'all that or whatever, and of course it's pertaining to this debacle with the ex husband or whatever. I know y'all sick of hearing about it, but whatever. Um, So when he and I were going back and forth, and that, thing one, he's thing one, and then thing two or whatever is Miss Pasty or whatever, the girlfriend or whatever. When they was over there talking trash and getting off or whatever, lying. And I was like, what kind of person buys Halloween costumes for their child and then doesn't buy their child clothes? Like your son, you know, you haven't bought him anything, like no clothes, nothing or whatever. You just keep on lying. Oh, I did. You haven't bought him any clothes since last year, but all right, you keep on lying, whatever. The divorce been finalized for 2 months. Flip side of that, or whatever, while you try and be smart, or whatever. We had a talk about this months ago. You said, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll put it inside of the divorce decree or whatever. I just don't want it garnished from my wages. It's been 2 months or whatever. You've been keeping this woman and her 6 dogs up, but you've not gone and paid what you were supposed to pay or whatever towards your son. So, you're still not, helping. You haven't bought any clothes, whatever. So, he continues to argue and, talking mess. I guess he must have thought about it or whatever, because like yesterday or whatever, all of a sudden some clothes that he left at my mother's house over the weekend popped up over here. A few pairs of, like 5 shirts, 4 pairs of pants, something like that. And it's like they must have thought better of it or whatever, but it's too late. Y'all got off. I hope y'all, enjoy whatever, talking mess or whatever. Even though I do it better than y'all ever could. But it's too late, because that Monday after y'all decided to harass me on my phone, I waddled my fat ass right down to the child support office to go ahead and request a hearing. Now you're going to pay the full price, homie. I'm not going to remind you to go ahead and put clothes on your child, to help put shoes on his feet. I'm not gonna argue with you. Not gonna argue with that white lady who you got over there. I'm not doing it or whatever. Don't have to or whatever. Wait. Take my behind right down to the child support office. And now you could pay what you should have been paying. I mean, the hundreds of dollars that you were supposed to pay in the first place. And I was nice enough to you or whatever, because I thought at some point the two of us would be able to talk like adults. You chose to give me your little fat white ass to kiss or whatever. So now you're going to kiss my fat black ass or whatever. And you're going to pay the full price of the child support. Women will work with you or whatever, but not when you keep on playing games, and not when you sit over here. The few shirts and everything and the pants or whatever, too little too late. And you lied.